You alright guys, we're back with another Elder Scrolls 6 video. And in this video I'm going to talk about the top 5 things I want to see in the Elder Scrolls 6. I'm going to start off with more unique weapons. So in Skyrim you had things like Wolfrad and things like that was unique, but there was not that many of them. And then you had other unique items which were just an iron sword with an enchantment on it. There should be completely unique weapons throughout the whole of the Elder Scrolls 6, and hopefully the technology Bethesda are on about they need to actually do Elder Scrolls 6 will permit that. So you're in a random dungeon, you find a random sword on the last boss. It should be a completely unique sword that you will not find anywhere else in the game, and maybe have it randomly generated or something like that so it's different for everybody. I think that could make a very good replayability factor, just so you can go back, delve into these dungeons again on another playthrough and see what you find. I think that's a brilliant idea, right? On to my second point, which I would really like to see: better blacksmithing and crafting. So in Skyrim, the blacksmithing and crafting was good for its time, but we're in 2019 now, and we're not likely to see the Elder Scrolls 6 until 2020 or 2021, or even later than that. So I would like to see better crafting. What I mean by this is, I want to be able to choose the hilt of my sword, the crossguard of the sword, the blade of the sword. I want to make it look unique to mine. A bit like you could do with Fallout 4's weapons. You couldn't necessarily create your own, but you could customize and make it your own. So maybe they could implement something similar to that, or have a whole new creational thing around weapons and armor, so you can create a completely unique look to go above and beyond, to go, look at my armor, to my friends, oh, my armor's better than yours. I think that would make it a really interesting game, and it would definitely make it a lot more replayable, which Bethesda said they want to make it playable for at least 10 years after its launch. My third thing is more influence. And I know that sounds... This is just how I'm wording it. So in Skyrim, you can join the Mages Guild, Dark Brotherhood, Thieves Guild, and you become the leader of them all. But then, once you're the leader, you can't really do anything with them. So if you become a leader of guild, you should be able to at least have some control over it. I don't know how they would implement this, but I don't know what that control will be, but you should at least have some control. If they do it in the Elder Scrolls 6 and you can only join one of the factions, so to have that control, fair enough. That might be the way around it. But I think that is better than just, oh, you're the leader now, off you go. Same old. I think it'd be more interesting to be able to have a little bit of control over. Number 4. I actually want to hold a castle. Maybe not something like a Whiterun or something like that, or a Solitude. Maybe something a bit smaller. You appoint guards, housecarls, your advisors, things like that. You have a little hold or a little keep, and I think that would be really an interesting dynamic to the game. It'd be a bit like the housing system, just on a lot larger of a scale. I think that would be really interesting to look at. And I think the things you could come up with, especially if you could fully customize, would be absolutely amazing. The things some people would come up with. Number 5, I want to see full mod support for the PlayStation 5 and the next generation Xbox. I'm assuming the Elder Scrolls 6 will come out when those consoles are out, because they're due to come out sometime next year. So I want to see full mod support for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One. Just like the PC get with Bethesda Net, or whatever the modding thing's called now. I don't know, I've got a PlayStation, I don't pay that much attention. But I think it's fair then. And then things like Beyond Skyrim, Bruma, whatever those mods are, players on the consoles that don't just necessarily play Skyrim, that might play other unique PlayStation 4 games or unique Xbox games can get those mods as well without shelling out hundreds and hundreds of pounds for a PC after shelling out hundreds and hundreds of pounds for a console they want. I think it's a very, very, very important thing that Bethesda need to implement. Guys, if you guys have a top 5 your own or a top 10 your own, let me know. We've got over 300 videos on the last Elder Scrolls video, so some of you guys have got to have a top 10 in mind, or a top 5, or even a top 2. Let me know. I'm a fan like everybody else. Let me know. We can discuss it in the comments, because that's all we can do for now until the game comes out. All we can do for now is speculate. So, cheers guys. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.